Buenas, buenas, everybody. Hello. How is everyone doing today? How is the readathon going for those of you who are partaking? What are we currently reading? So many questions. Do let a girl know in the chat. I am still reading Fourth Wing. Please hold as I update you. This is not what I wanted to do. There we go. I am 44% through, 293 pages in. And so that's what I have read so far. That is my own progress. So how is everyone doing? Again, what are we reading? Have we finished any books so far? Do let a girl know in the chat. Where can I start with this? Speaking of the chat, where am I? Okay, currently reading Fourth Wing, finally starting Fourth Wing, reading Empire of the Vampire, hello, Game of Thrones, finishing Kingdom of the Feared, currently reading Wicked King, reading Fourth Wing, there we go, another one of us, The Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels, The Assassin's Blade, hopefully going to be updating my reading journal and Goodreads/Storygraph, as well as starting Twisted Hate. Need a copy of Fourth Wing. Hello, Jazz. It is 7 a.m. on a Sunday, so of course I naturally woke up in time for sprints. Absolutely love that. Lightlark, once again, I can't decide what I should read next. Let us know if you need any help. Salutations. Hello. Currently reading Malibu Rising, reading City of Fallen Angels. Hopefully I finish it tonight. Think I'll start with Mr. Wrong Number and drift back to my cozy mystery from last night if I stay awake. Those of you reading Fourth Wing, are you liking it? I mean, the vibes are good. I wouldn't say it's anything out of this world, but I think for the vibes alone, it is really entertaining. Currently reading Happy Place. Had to miss yesterday's live stream because my family went out to dinner. Hopefully dinner was yummy. And then we saw the new Little Mermaid movie, which I thought was amazing, as you should. But I'm very happy to be able to join this one. Welcome to the 74th Annual Hunger Games. Hello. Still reading The Art of Prophecy. Currently reading When No One Is Watching. Hope you're loving it. This hair has a mind of its own. See, at this point, I'm just like, need to cut my hair, because this is, what is this doing? This is just like, what's going on? It cannot decide which, oh no, it does want to decide which side it wants to go on. It does not want to go the right way. Look at that. It just wants to keep swinging back the other way. Okay, I think that's better, question mark? I think so. Listen, I need to get better hair clips because this hair clip cannot hold my hair. I've been saying that I need like jumbo hair clips. Do they sell those? I need like massive ones. I need like obnoxiously big hair clips. Let us look for them right now. Jumbo hair clips. I love that this is already such a random start to the live show, but I'm like, is there anything that, oh, this is, I mean, this is an exaggeration what she has on her head, but that is what I need. Look at that. It's so, oh, you can't even see that. This is like an obvious exaggeration, but I feel like I need that because there's too much hairage going on and I just need something to hold it because nothing, exactly, nothing does. Anyways, I'll look at this later, but I do need to buy hair clips. Currently reading Twisted Lies, was going to bed, but now you're here, so guess not. Welcome. Doing good, reading Clockwork Angel in Every Hearted Doorway, reading Other Birds and the Lives of Puppets. I have 62 pages left of Alone with You in the Ether, and I'm hoping to finish it in the first sprint. Then I'll be continuing The Sun and the Star, Jade City, reading People We Meet on Vacation, currently reading an arc of Bonesmith. Oh, that's literally like right there. I have that to read later in the year. Reading Nine Liars. Ooh, how are you enjoying it? This is my first live. I'm from Denmark. Hello, welcome. It is only 11 p.m. instead of 2 a.m. Listen, hopefully at some point I can do daytime sprints instead of nighttime. It's always difficult because of le time sounds. However, I'm hoping that next month when I do like the monthly round of sprints, maybe we can do it during the day instead. I feel like that could be very, very fun so that more of you get to join. How long will this live stream last? 3 to 3.5 hours is the plan. Reading The Hazelwood today. Hello, I went to see Ed Sheeran last night. Ooh, hopefully it was a good time. Didn't get home until 1 a.m. so I've been in bed all day, ready for sprints. Reading a book called The Curator. It came out earlier this year and I'm only a couple pages in so far, but I'm hoping to finish it today. Not gonna lie, I'm using this as motivation to finish my math homework. Hopefully we get to do that during the sprints. Hello, Miss Han. Hello, Kenzie. 79, oh, not 79, 73% done with City of Glass, hoping to finish it tonight. Reading The Dragon Republic. I agree, Fourth Wing is fun. I'm only 125 pages in. It's okay. That's exactly how I feel. I don't know what I was expecting. I think I was expecting something like super, wow, it's never seen before. It's so amazing. And it is cool, but it's just okay for me so far. I'm hoping to see, looking forward to see, there we go, what else is going to happen the more I go into the book, because I feel like it's only bound to get more interesting. But so far it's been an okay journey, a fun one, but okay. Reading Air Awakens. Hello, Elizabeth. I was literally rewatching your last reading sprint live stream. Well, now you don't have to rewatch it. Got a nice pack of 8 from Amazon. They work great for my thick curly hair. Ooh, see, that's where I'm at. I'm like, I need to get a giant ass pack of them and they need to be ginormous, like actually obnoxiously big, because this, it's like I'll tie it up and then in 10 minutes it just starts, oh, hi, Sil. It just starts falling down the side and then you just see a random bun over here where it's not supposed to be, and so then it just looks weird. Where am I? Amazon has big hair clips. I need to look into those, honestly, because I'm sure I'll be able to find something there. I don't know why I'm doing the mom thumbs up, but here we are. I'm also reading The Mysterious Society. I am reading Icebreaker and others at the same time. My hair is to my waist. That's basically where mine is at. It's super long. Trying to find hair clips is like a whole quest. It really, really is. I'm just using the ones. Hi, baby. I'm using the ones like these ones, which is, you know, it's still big in comparison to other things, but it doesn't hold quite well. And if there's one thing that bugs me about hair clips, I love to put it up on a hair clip. Love it so much, use them every day. The one thing I dislike though is when they start falling. I'm like, no, I need you to like grip, like actually grip all day long. I don't want to be retwisting my hair every 10 minutes because then it just gets really tedious. At that point, I'm just going to use an actual like, you know, hairband. Hairband? Hair tie. You know what I mean. Also, oh, I already read that one. Pretending to be Rory Gilmore by reading Rebecca. Excited for my first sprint. Very welcome, Kate. This will help me power through my, ooh, GRRM reread. I don't know what that is. Watch me know what this is, just not know the acronym. I'm going to be finishing Go the Distance, then I'm going to start So This Is Love, and in between those, I'm going to finish Eclipse's chapter in the Book of Spells. Ooh, this just jumped again. Where am I? There we go. We'll be mostly MIA for the sprint since I'm visiting family for the holiday weekend, but when I have time, I'll be continuing in Love on the Brain. Ooh, how are you enjoying it? I think banana clips hold more hair. Banana clips? What are those? Oh, wait, I think I know what those are. I just don't know them by that name. It's the one, oh my god, that actually like has like the bristles, right? And then you clip it at the top. I think it's that one. I used to wear those ones a lot while I was in school. Yes, okay, yes. I did not know those were called banana clips, but it makes a lot of sense. Used to wear these all the time, and I used to love how they looked. Maybe I have to retry them, but my hair got super tangled because my hair, I have a lot of it, but it's thin, and so it gets tangled super easily, which is why when I'm wearing like hoodies and stuff, cannot have my hair down. It'll just become a tangled mess, so I can't do that. And I found that for some reason with those ones, particularly at the bottom, it'd get tangled with the bottom of the banana clip, and then it'd just be a whole mess. But maybe I do need to retry them. The last time I went grocery shopping, I almost bought one, and I was like, should I not? But then I remembered the tangled mess, and that deterred me from doing it, because I remember there were times in high school where I'd have to rip that shit out in order to like actually get it off my head, because the tangledness, it wouldn't be too good. Hello, reading Fourth Wing. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Felicia. Currently reading Addicted for now. Currently reading Archer's Voice. Reading and hoping to finish A Psalm for the Wild Build. Why are you and Liv on at the same time? Oh, wait, I don't know. I don't know. Is she live on Patreon right now? Not surprised, because I think she's hosting a readathon as well this weekend. God, I'm so glad I have two phones. Sorry for being divorced parents for the day. Still reading Nikolai by Sophie Lark, hoping to finish today. 82% done with Practice Makes Perfect. How are you enjoying it? I did borrow that on Libby. I think I also have like 2 days left of that hold. Can this open? Thank you. Let's see. How many days do I have left? Oh, I've got 15 days left. I'm a liar. Got 50 days left of that hold. But do I need to read the first one? Because When in Rome is the first one, right? I don't know. I've been seeing everybody talk about Practice Makes Perfect. I thought it was like a standalone, but apparently it's a part of a series. But I suppose it's like one of those like standalone series. But should I read the first one? I'm not sure. If anyone has a chance to see him live do it, it was fantastic. Ooh, we had front row. That sounds like a lot of fun. Sunday morning in New Zealand. Good morning. Started a song below water during the sprints yesterday, and I'm hoping to finish it during these sprints. Reading Her Body and Other Parties. Hello day. Hanging out with the pets and doing absolutely nothing. See, that was me right before the sprint started. I was just hanging out in my bedroom with the cats. And I just need to show you all this picture of the cats because it was fucking hilarious. So first of all, let's observe the cats sleeping, living their best life. We've got Sil in bed, and then we have got Vin in bed. Oh, they're not me. Not me. And then Vin, and then they switched to this position right here. And that was them. That was them asleep. They've never done this before. That was new. This was a new maneuver. And I just had to take a picture of that. And I will never delete that off my phone because that was fucking adorable. Need sprint so bad because I need to finish a book for a book club tomorrow. Hopefully we can finish it. Page 200. Oh my god. 202 of Credence. Hoping to get to 300 by the end of the day. Reading Beautiful Disaster. Influenced by Mama Mel. How often do you make these live streams? On my main channel, I do them once a month. On readathon months, which is every 4 months, I do it 3 times a month. I do it weekly on Patreon. That's the dynamic. This is jumped again. Where am I? Can't wait for all of your Fourth Wing updates. I will keep you updated. I was literally about to update on Discord just before I hopped on because I got to the attack while asleep. Does that make sense? Sure. And I was freaking out, okay? Because Heart for Comfort is the favorite thing ever. I love it so much. Who hurt you? I mean, I guess that wasn't the question, but it was like, don't lie to me. Let me fix this. situation. Honestly, killing 6 people, kind of hot. Currently reading 2 books at the same time and seeing which one I can finish first. So excited for this. Usually have to watch past lives. So glad you can make it today. You could have done a meet and greet here in Miami. Oh my god. See, that idea terrifies me. I'm like, a meet and greet, why? It's the way that my brain immediately defaults to the who wants to meet me? I don't know. Listen, meet and greets are awesome. I do think there's like a sense of self-importance to meet and greets that I'm not quite comfortable with. I'm like, I don't know, presuming that people want to meet me that way. I'm like, I don't know about that one. It literally, I'm here and I'm like, oh, becoming turtle Mel. That hasn't happened in a hot second. Yay. Hoping to finish. Lost the comment. Where am I? Happy Place by Emily Henry. Oh, the GRRM is George R.R. Martin. There we go. Reading A Clash of Kings. I was like, I'm sure I know what this is. I should have guessed. Hi, Mel. How are you? I'm good. I'm tired. I went to bed at 2 a.m. because I was reading Fourth Wing, but otherwise, I'm having a good time. Reading False Value by Ben Aaronvich because the Rivers of London series is so good. Currently reading Whisper Down the Lane for Literally Dead Book Club. This last hour of work is so slow. The last hour of work is always super slow. Reading Happy Place and Bored Out of My Mind. Hope it gets better. It's very slow going. I don't think it's ever gonna pick up. It's a very slow book. Those Pop Out of My Hair banana clips. Yeah, no, at a certain time they just keep sliding off because my hair's heavy. There's a lot of it. I'll be finishing The Last Word by Taylor Adams, just past the 50% mark. Finished work an hour ago, so happy to catch these sprints. Just was on my Instagram and unfollowed someone I knew because they decided to take off their wedding registry at Target. Props because of the 23 Pride collection. Ridiculous. Wait, correct me if I'm misunderstanding. They pulled it out of Target because they have a Pride collection? Because if that's the case, not into it. Currently reading A Court of Mist and Fury, 25% through. Hello, Anna. I'm reading The Hero of Ages and loving it. Hello, Preston. Think I'll pick up A Deadly Education for these sprints. I'm deciding to read Percy Jackson, The Lightning Thief for the first time, or We Hunt the Flame. Which one should I read? I mean, if you want like a funsies type of read, Percy Jackson's always a great time. It's very lighthearted. It's funny. The comedic timing is always great. The sense of found family is fantastic. If you want something more, I mean, I guess they're both very like action adventure driven, because I was going to argue that for We Hunt the Flame. But I guess if you're more in the mood for a more slow going plot and a very slow romance in the very, very background of the book, then I would say probably We Hunt the Flame. Also, the commentary in there is fantastic. As long as I am not alone in my boredom, I feel better. I cannot read it without reading when... Oh, I read it without reading When in Rome, but I'm definitely going back and reading When in Rome because Amelia and Noah are so cute. Okay, that's good to know. Hello, Val. I'm reading A Court of Mist and Fury too. I'm like 15% in. So tiny. Okay. Mel said, I prefer not to be perceived. Literally me. I'm like, I feel like I'd be so awkward. Like, I don't know. For me, I'm just like, because I used to do it with the makeup stuff. With the makeup stuff, when I used to do master classes with Maybelline and a lot of like the other like L'Oreal brands, I used to go like tour different stores and I'd host these master classes and people would show up and towards the end, they'd be like, can I take a picture with you? And I was like, yay, pictures. It was like really awkward. I don't know. Listen, while I'm there and I'm used to, once I get used to the flow of it, I think it's easier for me to like be extroverted in that way. But I think willingly choosing to do that, the anxiety leading up to it is never fun, I think. So I don't know. I don't know. Literally used to do it all the time, and now I'm like, intimidated by it. Help. I'm reading for a readathon. I need a book with 6 words in the title? 6 words in the title or 6 letters in the title? I've got a question. 6 words in the title? Do I have anything with 6 words in the title? The daughter of Dr. Morio. The girl who fell beneath the sea. I mean, I guess I would have something. That's too much work for me. You're gonna love what happens next. Ooh, I'm excited. Fourth Wing is great. The hype is real. Get on the train. I need to... What's gonna happen next? I'm sorry. I got distracted. Anyways, my brain. I'm like, let me go back to that. I'm like, what's gonna happen next? Wait, Wait, where am I? Are they gonna kiss for the first time? I doubt it. I don't think we're quite there yet. I don't... It's the heart for comfort. I'm sorry. I'm like, she said, I'm freakishly flexible. I'm like, I'm sure at some point you'll prove it. Anyways, I read Practice Makes Perfect. There we go. Without reading it. Oh, wait. I already read that one. Anyways, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, A Chef's Kiss, and I'm only 30 pages in. There won't be any sleep for me today, and I love that. During these sprints, well, mostly the first one, I'm going to be listening to the 2023 The Little Mermaid soundtrack, as you should. A great choice. 118 pages into Queen Charlotte. I'm obsessed. Have you watched the show? I'd love to know if the book and the show have like notable differences or if it's like verbatim the same. Because high key, if the book has more to it, if it's got, I don't know, just like different things that maybe we didn't see in the show, I'm like, I would love to read that. But if it's like verbatim the same, I probably will get stuck reading it, because that's my thing. Whenever I watch like a movie or a show and then I have to read the book, I simply will not do it. I get stuck because I'm like, I already know where it's going. I already know I already know what happens. You're making me happy by enjoying the vibes of Fourth Wing. Currently reading Keepers of the Lost Cities Exile. Yes, I am reading Fourth Wing, reading Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters. This just jumped again. Hello, Nayeli. But the Pride collection at Target is so cute. I saw it in person today and was obsessed. Oh, correct, Mel. See, I don't like that. Also, the fact that they publicly announced that, like, we're appalled by this, so we're pulling it out. Because, I mean, it is one of those things that sometimes it's better to just, like, let people, like, do their thing, and it's, like, you know. But that's just not okay to, again, publicly announce that and make that decision. I'm like, it's not messing with you. It's not, you know, it's not actively messing with your existence. It's just, like, allow it to exist. It's just, it's so inoffensive to me, but apparently a lot of people don't think the same. But I'm also queer, so what? I don't know. The Pride collection, I already read that one. My child is doing karaoke with an out of tune ukulele. That sounds about right. Used to do a lot of that when I was younger. Might have to read outside. Choosing Peace. Love that. I read Fourth Wing because of you, Simone, and I cannot thank you enough, bestie. Fortunately, I work for Target, and we were told to take down a lot of the Pride collection. Really? Because of the backlash from social media? Is this the first time this has happened? I'm curious to know if this is like the very first time they've seen backlash like that, or if it's like an ongoing thing that happens kind of like every year. Because if it's the first year, it's, you know, it kind of does make you question, which I mean, with the political landscape in the US, doesn't surprise me, honestly. There's much to comment on. But I'm like, you know, it'd be really interesting to observe what impact, you know, seeing actual legislators talk about what they're talking about, you know, how that impacts the people and what they are saying and how they are saying things, specifically online, because that is not a vibe. I don't think I've ever heard that one before. My current read sounded so good in the blurb and all descriptions, but they literally somehow forgot to mention that 50% of the book is the guy dressing up as Elvis. What are you reading? So many questions. I am so socially awkward in public. See, I'm not. I'm very sociable. But I feel like the anxiety leading up to it would not be very good for the illness. I actually just picked up Fourth Wing, but I still need to finish middle game. They claim they want to protect their team members. Which team members? See, this is where I go. I'm like, so who are you trying to protect? The people who are rioting because they don't want to see rainbow flags? Or are you actively protecting the people who are actually at danger of being actually hate crimed? You know? I'm like, who are we trying to protect here? Because I think that would say a lot, just like company-wise, about what the priorities are. I'm reading Things I Want to Say But Never Did by Monica? Who is Monica? By Monica Murphy. A Court of Thorns and Roses is 6 words. See, that was easy. Thank you, Nayeli. I love that I immediately went to that shelf because I'm like, that one, like those ones have a lot of words, but it's the counting. Listen, it'd take me ages to find something, but that was easy. But I love that everybody's like, Mel, it's actually not that hard. A Court of Thorns and Roses, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I cannot. I love Addie LaRue as things. See, Y'all are just exposing me for being lazy. Where am I? Was the book not written after the show or for the show? It was written for the show. I don't know what the process exactly like looked like. I don't know what was written first, but it was released in tandem with the show. Your vibes around Fourth Wing is making me want to read it. I mean, have I mentioned the vibes? Because I don't know if it'll deter people from reading it. The current vibes I'm getting from Fourth Wing is like a mix between Twilight and Divergent, and I don't know if that's good or bad, but I'm here. I am here for the ride. So, you know, I'm just vibing. People were mad at the children's pride stuff, particularly the bathing suits. Oh my god, they said it didn't align with their faith and values. Okay. It was some stores that were being threatened, like the customers were being threatened. That's wild. I read that Target was taking the Pride stuff off their shelves to protect their employees. See, that's, again, I reiterate, I'm like, which employees are you trying to protect? I think I saw that the backlash is mostly due to the artists they chose. See, I'm so out of the loop. I haven't seen any of this. So some stores are moving their items, depends on the location. They get it every year, but the political stuff going on has now caused threats towards the employees in the store. Then I guess it's probably queer employees, which again, we've talked about this. It's you know, it's one of those things where everything is so intrinsically tied to what you see in the media and people consuming the media very strongly. And when so much of your legislation is actively putting such, you know, hateful opinions forward and saying everything that they're saying, a lot of people are bound to agree. And with the boldness in which they're saying things in actual like legislative, you know, areas, the public is going to feel that same amount of I was gonna say atrevimiento. That's the word that came to mind in Spanish, which is the audacity. They're gonna feel the same level of audacity, and they're gonna speak with just the same amount of energy, which is, it's not great to see. TMJ girlies unite. Listen, yes, it's just a time. Literally every doctor has told me, like, don't stress, don't get anxious. I'm like, that's great to say to a person with generalized anxiety. Love that for me. So it's definitely been a time to just like not try not to do that, which is, it's such an involuntary response. The whole Target thing really do be triggering my gay rage. Not trademarked. Just joined. I'll be reading Witchlings. Fourth Wing is a roller coaster. It really is. I'm on page 355 of Addicted for now. I hope to finish this by tonight so that I can finish reading Forever Never. I don't know what book to read next, either the second book in the side series or the Final Gambit. I mean, I feel like the Final Gambit would be nice to finish out a series. I would say Final Gambit. The bathing suits weren't even for children. People were moving them into the children's sections to fit their agendas. And see, I'm not surprised about that either. It's like the people will really go out of their way to make sure, again, it's the whole like, oh, let me move it so I can take a picture of it, or I can take a video of it and just post that on Facebook so that all of my conservative friends can be equally as outraged as this, and we can push for some sort of change in our direction when we're not even the ones being harmed for it. And it really, it gets me worked up, specifically when I see so many people argue like, you know, drag is getting our children killed. I'm like, more than the guns? Is that what we want to argue? Because I've heard, we're aware, 18-year-olds can literally walk into le Walmarts and just, you know, it's crazy to me how the agendas are being prioritized and what's being said and how everything's moving. Because it's, the fact that people don't notice just what the actual problem is, it is actually alarming that people are so out of touch with that's what they want to argue is the most harmful thing. But to each their own thing. I'm just like, listen, y'all want to be delusional, keep to your corner. Just like, it's fucking insane. Morí con la cara que pusiste a leer Faith and Value. Listen, it really is wild to see like, oh my god, this doesn't align. I'm just like, ugh. If you want to be wrong, just stay quiet. Like, it's not even like a, you know, like you're just objectively wrong. Especially again, when it's not anybody threatening you or your life or your likelihood, your livelihood, just like nothing. In fact, it is you that is actively threatening these people, you know, like it's just, oh my god, it's just, It's infuriating. It's infuriating. And although we do see it so much in other areas of the world, it is, I think, the loudest in the States, which just, it... Anyways, let's keep this lighthearted, because I will get... I will get worked up. They have a collection every year, but this is the first year where it's not entirely just hearts and rainbows, and actual LGBTQ plus artists and designers were commissioned, as they should be. You know, it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, you should highlight queer artists and designers so that, you know, like, uplift their voices and their talent and put it out there. It's just and this is the thing too. If you weren't to say, oh, like, this is a queer artist, people would be like, oh my god, that's so pretty. So what's the issue? It's like, it's, you know, it's the fact that people are constantly reduced to, it's, you know, the bigger conversation of people being reduced to what they look like or what they like. It's like, you can't, like, you shouldn't be reducing people to only that. People are so much more than only that. And the fact that it's so upsetting to so many people. Listen, let me not. That sucks for other states, especially with Pride Week approaching. You already know. I didn't even realize The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo was 7 words, and it's my favorite book. I've been dying to reread it. Being in Montana right now, it's literally terrifying for the LGBTQ plus community here. Yeah, no, I've seen some terrifying things. I've heard some terrifying things, and my heart just goes out to anybody who has to even, like, remotely experience, you know, like, the fear and the uncertainty that comes with living in certain states and living in certain areas, because nobody should have to go outside and fear for their lives just because of people being absolutely ignorant and intolerant over, again, something that is so harmless. It's like, it has nothing to do with your life. It does not affect your life. And so the fact that so many things are happening to actively, again, threaten the safety and livelihoods of queer people, and beyond that, you know, it's like, it's a scary place. It's a scary time to just exist. It's rough down here for us in Florida. Oh, listen, I have seen many a thing in Florida, and I am appalled every single time. It's just, it really is fucking insane. Finished my book, so I don't know what to read. Help me. Tokyo Ever After or Before the Coffee Gets Cold. Ooh, I love Before the Coffee Gets Cold. I think Tokyo Ever After, though, would be kind of cute. I think the most alarming, this is rainbow washing is very surface level, but the commercial acceptance and wait, what? I'm reading words, and words are all I'm reading. But it's commercial acceptance, and for Target to pull that because it's not profitable is scary. Yeah, they're mad because one of the artists Target commissioned has a shirt that has a graphic not being sold at Target at all that says Satan uses correct pronouns. Why is that funny to me? Even if anything that looks like Pride merch was actually in the kids section, since kids are not wearing rainbows. The problem is people just because you restrict guns does not mean people will stop killing each other for whatever bullshit reason, but they do need to be more strict on obtaining a firearm. Listen, many things need to change. I'm just like, many things need active, proper, you know, good change. And I say we, but, you know, I don't live in the US, but y'all are not seeing that. Like, one of my teachers say, we need to know less about each other. Should I just finish a book I'm currently reading? I mean, that could also be a vibe, to finish a book you're currently in the midst of. I asked someone to give me life advice once in school. Oh, not to stop being gay. I swear to God, some people just come in with the absolute audacity. I'm honestly just sitting here minding my business at this point. Protecting my mental health is top priority for me, especially with being pregnant and stressed out. Yeah, no, and it really is one of those things that even in social media, sometimes it's, you know, sometimes the idea of logging on is quite intimidating because there's just so much, you know, so many graphics being, you know, pushed around and so many videos being, you know, shared that I think makes everybody be more scared, more intimidated, more fearful of just going out there. And so even social media, and it's not, you know, it's not a lie, like things are actively happening and being fucking terrible, but that's why I'm like, listen, sometimes you just have to protect the mental health and not be chronically online, because it can put quite a strain mentally, because it's a lot. It really is a lot. So there's that. Anyways, on a more lighthearted note, I think we can start sprinting soon in a minute. Now I'm thinking about it, I might just use these sprints to watch Supernatural. I need a pick-me-up. Supernatural is a great pick-me-up. Make sure you watch the Bugs episode. Very much a pick-me-up. It's very ridiculous. Love it very much. Anyways, yes. I think we can start our first sprint so that we can have a good time with our books and not think about real life problems. That's my go-to. I'm like, let me just hide in my fantasy book. It's a lot less scary in there. So I think it might be time. So I will see you guys in 45 minutes. Let me turn on this fireplace ambiance, and I will see you on the flip side, friends. Buenas, buenas, friends. How did we do on that first sprint? I got to page 346. That's where I'm at. How did everyone do? The tension in the romanticness of it all, in the romanticity, is building up, and I love it so much. It's starting to be like the gasp makes one like hot in their steps, and it's just so good. I love it so much. So loving the fact that I think this is going to be slow burn, because that is the right way to go. Anyways, yeah, no, I am very expression forward when it comes to my reading. Got to page 240 of Go the Distance, and I'm just vibing to, for the first time, the Scuttlebutt. That song is not as bad as everyone's making it out to be. No, it really was bad. And Vanessa's trick. Just finished catching up on my reviews. 29 pages. Read some pages of Moriarty, and now I'm going to eat a little something. Currently crocheting. Also open a can of Mike's Hard Peach Fuzz. Finished work during the sprints. Got to chapter 37 of Crown of Gilded Bones. This series, I am dead. 23 pages. Was so distracted. All of my neighbors are doing yard work. That was me yesterday during the day, because everybody was just doing construction work here yesterday. Used the sprint to shower and clean my room. Oh god, got to chapter 9 of... it's going too fast. 45 pages of Happy Place. Have to go because of work tomorrow. Hope you have a good night. 40 pages of The Serpent and the Wings of Night. It was a good introduction. Just showed up, but I'm still rereading Red, White, and Royal Blue. And only finished one book this month. Listen, one book is still great. Had some food, and I'm 57% into Nikolai. Let me see if turning... Oh, that's way better for me. I was like, my eyes are irritated. Why? And it's because I have a damn lamp just in front of my eyes. Oh my god. Hold up. Ugh. I think that's way better. I think. In chapter 24 of the American Roommate Experience, got to 6% to 21% of the quiz quotient. Yes, the quiz quotient. Just started Red Rising, got to page 62, read 33 pages of Babel, loving it so far. 44 pages of A Day of Fallen Night, read an annotated 8 pages of Evelyn Hugo. Now I am about to read about The First Husband. I hope you're enjoying it. Just started watching YouTube videos. I really need to proofread a book. Listen, hopefully we can get that done soon. About halfway through Mile High, and I really like it, but it's way too long. See, if a book is over, like, not a book, if a romance book is like over 400 pages, I question it. I really do question it. Feel like I already read the whole book and I just got to 50%. Might be enough to DNF. Listen, might be enough. Been reading It Starts With Us, and I will hopefully finish it the next sprint. 20 pages of Butkin and Stubbs. It's been on my current read for a while, so I'm going to finish it soon. Hopefully you're enjoying it. Page 109 of The Dragon Republic and the Sunni. I agree. Playing Colors by Numbers superior. Made it to 29% of Fourth Wing. 30 pages into the fine print. Didn't read, but next sprint I'm listening to the end of Baptism of Fire, one of the Witcher books. 124 pages into the collected poems of Emily Dickinson. 35 pages and the words, and helped get my cat off the top of my shelf because she refused to get herself down. Sounds like regular cat behavior. Hello, Sophia. Just joined late into the sprint, but read a chapter of The Nanny. It was so satisfying to have that reading sprint and exactly when my chapter ends. Yeah, mine ended on like one of those, like, you know, like little, not chapter breaks, but like the breaks within chapters. So it was quite nice. A scene break. There we go. I was like, what am I even saying? It's 5:27 p.m. here. How many more sprints? Ooh, math. Probably 2 more sprints, I think. 30 pages of Things We Never Got Over. Got to page 62 of Malibu Rising. It's so cute and a good summer read. 51% on The Poppy War. I got to chapter 2 of False Value and then started crying for about 15 minutes because my bath was cold. Not the bath being cold. Listen, that really is the worst. There are times I typically start out my shower so random with hot water, and then I switch it to cold water. The best. It's fantastic. But sometimes I just want like scalding hot water the whole way through, and then the hot water doesn't turn on. Annoying. Very, very annoying. Reading A Court of Wings and Ruin, first time reading the series, and I've been so scared of the hype, but it's so good. But I didn't start sooner. It's morning here in Australia, so morning. Good morning. Listen, there's always a right time to read books, so I'm glad you're enjoying it. Read 49 pages of Last Will and Testament, my first life sprint. Welcome. I'll be reading Carrie Soto is Back. Okay, DNFing is self-care. You already know, Lee. This book is 576 pages. I shit you not. No romance is any business being that long. See, I feel like Mariana Zapata books are equally as long. Please hold while I look for this. Yeah, literally all roads lead here is 559 pages. So is it longer? No, it's not longer, but it's almost there. They're very freaking long. And then I have, what else do I have that's like super long? Magnolia is definitely shorter, but From Lukov with Love might be up there. Let's see, how long is this one? It's, yeah, 531 pages. It's still a lot, though. It's still very long. I liked those two, but not my preferred length for a romance book. Definitely not my preference. Just got back from book shopping and I did it. I bought Priory of the Orange Tree. Read 23 pages of Practice Makes Perfect. Such long chapters. Ugh, not the long chapter. See what I mean about the hair clip? It's already like off to the side. It's like weird. I hate it. I hate it so much. Deciding if I should buy Priory. Listen, somebody up there mentioned that they bought Priory, so maybe that's a sign. Maybe that's a sign from the universe. I love cold showers in the summer. I agree. Cold showers sometimes are just the way to go. The Nanny is over 400 pages, and I'm like, why? I'm glad. See, I always confuse The Nanny and The Housemaid for some reason, and anytime anybody talks about The Nanny, I'm like, a thriller, but I'm like, no, The Nanny is the romance one. I'm deciding, I already read that one. See, I keep reading the same comments. 26% on The Serpent and the Wings of Night. Been putting off Priory for the, see, it goes back down again. It's about to, see, there we go. It doesn't even hold on. I'm like, just hold on. Just hold on, we're going home. I've been putting off Priory of the Orange Tree. I'm intimidated by how long it is. See, back down it goes. And then this starts coming off because like it's not holding on to anything. Help. Somebody help me. I also DNF'd All Roads Lead here, so there's that. So we're seeing a pattern. We just don't like long romance books, which is fine. I think that's an acceptable one. But I like By a Thread. Isn't that like massive? Isn't that book like absolutely ginormous? Oh my god. Red Wine and Royal Blue is a little over 400 pages. Honestly tracks. Casey McQuiston is very long-winded, so it makes a lot of sense. So I was gonna say 23, not that. 33% into the true love experiment. What is this hairstyle? Call me Lady Bridgerton. Like, what's going on? I hate it. This is why I hate hair clips. Because I want it to look a very specific way, and when it doesn't, I will keep redoing it up until it looks good. But then it'll fall because it doesn't stick. I find it hard to read long romance books, but would happily read a 600-page fantasy book. Absolutely agree. But it's also like, it really is just the thing where romance books do not need to be that long. There is nothing you could talk about that needs a romance book be made that long. There's just, that was a weird sentence, but you know what I mean? Like, there's no need for it. It's just absolutely unnecessary. So I don't like it. 38% into Happy Place. Who was your fave character from the friend group? Ooh. Wait, what were their names? Cleo? I think Cleo was my favorite. Yes, Cleo, because Cleo's with Kimmy. Yes, I think Cleo was my favorite. I think she's the sanest one out of all of them. So I think she might have been my favorite, maybe. But the one I could relate to the most was Harriet. It was a mix between Harriet and Sabrina, the ones I could relate to the most. Also got The City We Became because I wanted to read an N.K. Jemisin and couldn't find the 5th season. Listen, I've heard amazing books about all of their books, so hopefully it's a good one. Currently reading Children of Fallen Gods. Ooh, I'm also currently reading that. I love Lucy Score's. Her chapters are so short. I've never read a Lucy Score book. Which one would you guys start? Wait, what? Sentences. Which one would you guys recommend me starting with? Because I don't I don't know, because I feel like there's so many of them. Long romance. I can't keep the romance for longer than a week in my life. Listen, it is too long-winded sometimes. But thankfully most of them, at least the ones I own, are rather short, which I definitely appreciate. See, I also like a slow burn, but not 600 pages for, well, I guess if it's done well, I could be proven wrong, but otherwise, 600 pages is not how much time I'd like to spend in a romance book. You know, I'd rather spend that in a fantasy. My hair is the exact same way. It will not hold up when I clip it. Every time it just falls. It's atrocious. My breaks clips. You break clips? Yes. I think so. And scrunchies. See, scrunchies I love. I use mine, but the hair clip is the way to go during the day because I typically use my scrunchie at night, but I might have to put it up with a scrunchie because this is horrible. Is Magnolia Parks good? I mean, subjectively speaking, I would say so. I would say yes. I have only read By a Thread, but I really liked that one. I don't even know what they're about. I need to go see like some. Wait, is Lucy Score the same author as things? Things we things something something. It's the blue one and the pink one, right? That's Lucy's Score. Me being triggered when I hear fifth season. Oh my god, Emma. Well, let's not even talk about the facts that I haven't finished it yet. I know. I'm horrible. I'm a horrible human. I'll only read long romance if it's a fantasy romance. I agree. Otherwise, it feels like a waste of time. I agree with that. Things We Never Got Over. Yes, that's the one, I think. Although I heard quite good things about By a Thread. I've also heard really great things about By a Thread in comparison to Things We Never Got Over. Because I've heard horrible things about that book. I've only read Things We Never Got Over, but still have to read Things We Hide from the Light because before the third book comes out. I feel like those books came out so soon. Like, I don't know, a few months ago. That I'm like, the third one's already coming out. Some authors are so fast. I'm like, these capabilities to write this fast is impressive. Can you tell? I'm like fading. Anyways, I think we could start the next sprintroni. So let's do that. Love you all the most. See you in 45. Happy reading. See you on the flip side. Things are getting interesting. How is everyone doing? How much did everyone read? Do let a girl know. Starting to get a little bit of a headache, which is not fun, but we're here. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, this is, I just stopped at like a really interesting part that I'm curious to see what's going to happen, because I really don't like the mom. I really don't. Anyways, yes. Just joined. I won't be reading since it's 1:20 a.m. Ooh, I hope you get a good night's rest. Got to page 308 of Go the Distance, and I have a good feeling I'm going to finish this book next sprint, and I really hope I didn't just jinx myself. Hopefully so. The next sprint will be 30 minutes long, but hopefully you're able to finish it. Oh my god. Got to page 22 of Twisted Hate. Last 30 pages of Alone with You in the Ether. Got to... What am I reading? Red Rising is getting intense. Did a history essay. And same, I have a headache. Yeah, no, it's I can feel it here going all the way here, which is not fun. Can't wait for my next acupuncture session on Monday. Finish Bands of Mourning, but pause to do the dishes. The way I just laid in my bed the entire sprint. You know what? Self-care. Just ended on page 69 of the book I'm proofreading. 76 pages into Every Heart a Doorway, and it's definitely not what I was thinking, but it's interesting. Didn't manage to read much. I got distracted playing on my phone. Got past the halfway point of Moriarty Volume 12, and this is gay as fuck, I swear to God. I love that. Chapter 40 of Crown and Gilded Bones, and 2 discussion posts for school done as well. Read a 3,300 word essay on medieval baby care. Another 40 pages this sprint. I'm now 54% through Archer's Voice, annotating during breaks. Ended up falling asleep instead of reading. 15% to 23% in Mr. Wrong Number. 20 pages of Sorcery of Thorns. 42 pages of Akamov. Finished the last 30-ish pages of An Artist of the Floating World. I have no clue what I just read. The amount of times that has happened to me, I'm like, what in the fever dream did I just experience? So I felt that I've had my fair share of those. Any advice for how to get out of a reading slump? Don't read. That is the best advice I can ever give. It was a long day at work today opening, so yes, self-care. Love that. Read 50 pages of Carrie Soto. Got a headache earlier from allergies, but it's still lingering. Yeah, no, I can feel my jaw starting to do the thing, but it's not, you know, it's not going to be anything serious. Putting it out there into the universe is going to be fine, so... Hey, got here late at the 20-minute mark. I read 26 pages of Animal Farm. I only have 4 pages left on page 136. Then going to start volume 2 of Lore Olympus. Love that. Let me do this. I think this is going to be better for my headache. Ooh, I think this is gonna be better. Yes, where am I? Switched to Breath of Fire by Amanda Boucher. Struggling with this one because it's book 2 where the couple is already together, which isn't all that interesting to me, and I'm not that invested in the plot. 125 and Fourth Wing, how are you liking it? It's getting better. I'm liking it more and more as I go. I was originally going to read The Horse and His Boy for this live stream, but I decided to DNF it after 116 pages. Self-care, indeed. Finished studying and watched an episode of Indian Matchmaking. I've been in a slump since I read Fourth Wing. I think I'm going to read some KU smut, as you should. Also self-care. Just made your curriculum, yes. Still coloring, ate and watched Chopped Junior this sprint. Finished The Nanny. I love that the lighting is like progressively like going down. I'm like having none of it. That's thinking about what to read next. Chapter 27 of The American Roommate Experiment. 128 to 171 pages of Akamov, and liking it so far. Love all of the progress. Hopefully we can have some more progress in the next sprint, which I'm inclined to start ASAP. I'm like, how about we just go? Oh my god. Because I need to see. I feel like this is going to turn into a fight right here. I don't trust this mom. Violet's mom, I don't trust her too much. I feel like the rebellion had a reason to exist, and I feel like she's the antagonist. Maybe I'm wrong, but she doesn't seem like a good one. and I'm a little bit scared, and I'm a little bit suspicious. Up to page 90, not 96, 986. Oh, you're almost there. Of the Count of Monte Cristo. Still crocheting and making a bag and not close to done, but it's getting good. Listen, progress is progress. I think I'm going to shower next sprint while listening to the sun and the star. Have you read Love in a Time of Serial Killers? No, I have not, but I think the cover's cute. I've seen the cover. So excited to eat my dinner. That's where I want to be after the sprint. I'm like, got some nice little salmon and brown rice waiting for me, and I'm so excited with a little salad. So excited. It'll be done really soon, and then I can start my proof copy of Fat Witch Summer. I'm reading it and struggling. I've heard that about the book. I've heard that people really have not enjoyed that one, but hopefully it gets better. If not, DNFing is self-care. Going to continue reading Fourth Wing and have HTTYD playlist in the background. I don't know what HTTYD is, but I hope it's a great time. Page 300, Children in Blood and Bone. I'm so ready to finish it. The lighting is the mood. Listen, it's the way I want to do this, but I feel like this is sad. Like, this lighting is atrocious. I don't know if this is a mood or a vibe. I feel like it's really, really terrible. I feel like it's probably like 360 quality. But I am inclined to do this because I feel like this is going to be better for my migraine. I don't know though. Should we keep it this way? Where am I? I'm in the middle of the smut scene and I'm enjoying this break because they're cringy as fuck. Learning how to crochet, it's hard. See, that's something I've thought about doing before, like starting to learn, but I have yet to make a decision, which is why I haven't started yet. Seafood is superior, honestly. Most of what I eat is fish and seafood because I like it a lot more than, I mean, chicken is fine. Chicken's good. But meat, though, my stomach doesn't really like it. So I'm like, yes, seafood, and then the chipkin, that's where I'm at. What time is it for you? 6:29. Hoping to get to 200 in the next sprint, hopefully so. Oh, How to Train Your Dragon. I would have never guessed that from that acronym. I watched the first movie for the first time. Was it last year or this year? I can't remember, but it was definitely towards like either the end of last year or beginning of this year. It was really, really good. I'd never watched it before. I like the vibes. Listen, I might just stay this way. It's not the preferred lighting, but my right eye, I can feel it pounding. I just turned out my lights too. A mood. 62% into the second of the Mortarbot Diaries. Should I start a Violent Ends? I have heard mixed reviews. I personally really enjoyed it, so I would say yes. Super hungry, but it's past midnight here, so I have no idea what to eat. If you have cheese, cheese is always the right answer. So I would say cheese. Anyways, yes, let us start our very last sprint-roni, and let us switch this to 30 minutes so that we can end on the hour, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Happy reading. Buenas, buenas. How did everyone do? Let it girl know. I got to page 432, so I'm 65% through. I think I'm technically 70% through because I know this ebook has like extra stuff at the end that is not related to this book. I think it has like some like chapters from other books. Yeah, so still, don't bite that, Bubba. Eso no se muerde, mi amor. Venga, come on. Come on down. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, it's got like sneak peeks for other books, like Starbringer and Assistant to the Villain. I don't know. So it's got some extra stuff at the back that I don't need to read. So I think I'm further into the book than I think I am. Anyways, yes. How did everyone do? To close this out, I'm ready to go make a dinner and give the cats dinner as well because they have not had it. This has been so fun. Thanks, Bye. Very welcome. Finished Go the Distance and I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads. Got to page 53 of Twisted Hate. Got 50 pages read. 2 pages left. Oh, yes. We're definitely going to finish that. Joined in at 25 minutes and read 15 pages. Did no reading at all. Literally made a snack and cleaned up. That sounds good. Got to 192 and not quite 200, but close enough. Definitely close enough. Definitely can get to page 200 once we hop off. Made it to 30% through Mr. Wrong Number. Got to page 106 of my book, so I officially read 23% so far today. Focused on my food and got to page 50 in my proof copy of Fat Witch Summer. Despite that, on page 444 of AquaWar, 45% into Happy Place. Will continue later tonight. Love that. My book got real sad. Got derailed a couple times, but made it through 8 pages of Crooked Kingdom. Got to page 30 of Hellbent. Only like 25% left of Moriarty, and why is this volume so wholesome and making me cry? But we love wholesomeness. So happy to announce that I finished the math homework. Yes. Thanks so much for this. You're very welcome. I only read 16 pages, suffered through that Elvis smut. That sounds atrocious. My book got real sad. I am in the trenches right now. We love the trenches though. Love crying in a book. How do the late night sprints on Discord work for later? We just hop on the voice channel, keep the cameras and microphones off, and I'll put a timer up, same as this. So it'll be very, very chill. So there's that. Before I hop off and keep reading comments, if you guys want more sprints, if you want an extra day for the readathon, we're going for an extra 24 hours over on Patreon. So if you want more readathoning, we will be doing that starting at 8 p.m. We'll get another 24, and we'll do sprints tonight on Discord, and then we'll also have sprints tomorrow. This was great. Thank you so much, Molly. Very welcome. More importantly, I ate ice cream. Priorities. I read 24 pages at 264 pages of The Way I Used to Be. Got to page 197. Another 20 pages for Sorcery of Thorns. I'm at 170 pages and liking it so much so far. 10 more pages of Lightlark and not loving it. I have less than 100 pages to go in Yellow Phase at chapter 4 of Babel. Made it to page 80 of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, so I'll call it a night. Good night, Fatima. Got to page 77 of The House Across the Lake, halfway through my Lit Theory midterm. Do you know when you will be doing another sprint on YouTube? I need to double check the dates. I'm not quite sure, but it'll be next month. Next month we'll have one. I just need to set a date for it because I will be traveling, so need to figure out what the date is going to be. More likely than not when I come back from traveling. About to eat ice cream after I finish the chapter I'm on. Hell yeah. But yes, going to wrap it up here. Hope it was a good time. Hope everybody was productive. Hope we finished some books. Hope, again, we had a great time. Again, if you want an extra 24, we'll be going on Patreon. The link is at the top of the description. I shall see you guys there if you want to join us. And if not, I shall see you on Monday with a new video. Love you all the most. And I will see you guys in all of those things.